Southern Cross Schools in Hoedspruit offer a unique learning environment in the breathtakingly beautiful Lowveld. Based in an 1,100-hectare wildlife estate, the school is an English medium co-educational day and boarding school that balances high academic standards with an exceptional quality of life. Southern Cross has grown since its establishment in 2002, offering pre-primary, preparatory and secondary education with boarding from grade 6 and attracts learners from 17 countries across the world.
I'm going to start off by saying, had the school been around when my children were going to school, I would have sent them here. Had the school been around when I was going to school, I would have wanted to be at the school. You know, Southern Cross is all about getting children into nature. And so the natural bush around us has served as part of the learning environment for the children. The fact that we're in a nature reserve gives us an incredible access to natural resources. So the idea is that we'll develop children that will have an environmental conscience.
The school uses nature-based teaching and learning to deliver the national curriculum, and wherever possible, learning is linked to the natural environment. Nature inspires children in ways textbooks can't, allowing Southern Cross to educate like no other independent school does. It's the quality of Southern Cross's education, combined with the quality of the environment, that makes the school so special.
I think Southern Cross as a whole is unique. It's a wonderful school, a fantastic environment to be in where the children from this early age are integrated with the whole school. We share lessons with college children, we go to assembly with the prep. The children have IT from the stage, so they're learning computer skills, drama, bush law, and we have swimming lessons as well. So they're integrated into everything that's happening in the school, and then they're ready for grade 1. It's not foreign to them, you know, they're going into something that they already know, they're comfortable with the older children. So it's a lovely environment for them to be involved in.
The bush allows us to look at a holistic approach to education using the natural environment, as well as work on individuality within each child and allow them to grow as they grow on their own.
We came here for our kids, and I can't say that we've made a mistake. It's been the best move I've made. You couldn't have a better place for children to grow up. I think back to the days when I grew up, when the phrase when kids were kids, and honestly that's what you have here. You know, our kids are able to walk around, they are involved with so many different things. Yes, I know we focus on nature, but it's a whole lot more than that. Children are allowed to express themselves, they're allowed to be free within the parameters that we set. We offer everything that any other school does and more. We offer a family, and that I think is very, very important.
I think it offers something unique for each child. I mean, every subject and every teacher can offer something that will broaden that child's horizons or that child's future. So I think whether it be bush law, whether it be maths, whether it be science, whether it be English, I think each child can get what they need out of that specific subject and use it to their advantage.
I think that it's made me feel like, because the rest of the world is a very hostile place, and here everybody's like, they're friends and they care for each other.
You can tell the difference between a black rhino and a white rhino. A black rhino eats leaves and it's got a pointy lip, and the white rhino has a square lip because it eats grass.
Southern Cross is great!
Over the years, the school's definitely developed its own identity. Every private school has its own identity, and ours happens to be brought on as a result of the environment that we sit in. It creates great learning opportunities where learning becomes more tangible to the learners, as opposed to being stuck in a classroom. The classrooms are more sort of in tune with the bush. Nothing's square, everything's rounded, nothing's predictable, and I find personally that the learners respond a lot better in terms of their learning as a result of the environment that they sit in.
Grade 12 learners sit the National Senior Certificate (NSC) exams administered by the Independent Examination Board (IEB) and come away with an internationally recognized certificate. The school has a 100% matric pass rate, with all learners achieving bachelor degree or diploma passes.
The nature-based emphasis in the school takes nothing away from the academic side of things. We are an academic school. Our children write the IEB exams, and depending on the subject combinations that they choose, they could walk into any of the major fields that would take them to become captains of industry. Our most recent matric results were outstanding. Very proud of the fact that we had a learner that ended in the top 80 in the IEB. She ended up with 8 distinctions, math, science, biology, engineering, graphics and design, so she did extremely well. But there were others at the top end, a child with 7 distinctions, another child with 5 distinctions, so a really excellent set of results.
This school is a nature-based school, so we do everything a normal school does, except we incorporate it more into environmental studies and more in touch with nature. So most of our subjects we try and link with our surroundings and the nature, and it's fitting that we're in this little game reserve because we can go outside in most of our lessons and we can go interact with the nature that we're speaking about.
Given its bush location, Southern Cross offers a very special boarding experience for learners. The campus is a safe, stimulating environment and a home away from home. The 36-bed Jackalberry Lodge caters for college boys. The 30-bed Tamboti Lodge caters for college girls. Tamboti also houses a 5-bed annex for preparatory school boys.
I reckon you should come to Southern Cross schools mainly because these people around here are all your family. We are all one great big family. The bush here is just incredible. It's a different environment. There's people here, they just look out for you all the time. You've got the boarding house mothers here, boarding house fathers, it's incredible.
Both boarding and day scholars benefit from the wide range of sports facilities on the school grounds, including a swimming pool, tennis and netball courts, cricket nets and a large grassed sports field for soccer, hockey, cricket and athletics.
They enjoy the time they spend outside of the classroom with their friends. It's an opportunity for them to really get to know their peers. Often the 2 grades are mixed in an age group in a team, and so it also gives the children an opportunity to get to know children from the other classes as well.
Grade 4, I started by playing for Limpopo under 13, and then grade 5 I made the under 16 team at the age of 12, 6 under 16 team at the age of 13, and this year hopefully make the under 16 team again.
Southern Cross facilitates participation in a wide range of extramurals. These include chess, photography, drama, karate and horse riding. In addition to adventure sports such as mountain biking, rock climbing and kayaking.
I believe something like kayaking will definitely build someone's leadership skills because you can't exactly kayak alone, you have to kayak in a group.
I think as kids grow up, particularly in big mainstream school, there's a lot of stress and pressure, and I think some of that is good, but actually being able to balance it is great, and I think that prepares them better for their futures. One of the advantages of Southern Cross is that we actually teach the kids or enable them from a young age to have a balanced life, and that's what I love about this school.
There are also clubs and committees where learners get to develop their interests, passions and leadership skills while playing an active role in the life of the school. Cultural activities are also an important part of school life. Southern Cross learners excel at National Eisteddfods in drama, dance, music and poetry.
The creativity of the children in this school is incredible. That's the most important thing, the confidence, their enjoyment on stage, their expression. They're very talented.
Southern Cross has attracted the skills of highly regarded and experienced teaching staff from all over South Africa, all of whom have a deep love and commitment to teaching and the environment.
It's been rejuvenating to come here as a teacher, coming from a big city school to this environment where the learners actually enjoy coming to school, believe it or not. When they get to the end of the holiday, they're quite happy to come back to school. And for a teacher, that's refreshing, to be thanked at the end of the lesson for having taught the learners, and to see the effort that they put in is extremely rewarding at Southern Cross.
It's also really great for the teachers because all the teachers are involved in sport, and that's where you really get to know your children. In the classroom you often see a different side to what you see on the sports field.
I love what we have as an ethos. I love what we use our environment for, but I think above all, going back to the kids being kids, I love the children that we're working with. I think they really are grounded. It's a different type of child.
It's the quality of life. It's healthy, it's natural, it's outdoors, it's friendly, it's vibey.
I'm very impressed by the good morals and values and ethos of the learners of this school.
And we also like the idea of a holistic education where our children would learn not just a normal school stuff, but would actually benefit from being at school in the bush. And in fact, the day we arrived here, 2 giraffes walked through this very area, and that was enough for us. We were delighted after that, and we thought this would be a great place for our kids to come to school.
Hoedspruit is a great little town where all of your child's needs will always be met. The school has a nurse and there are excellent local GPs. The area provides several unique educational experiences for outings and class trips. Children regularly visit game reserves, hike in our beautiful mountains, and get to take part in the life of the town and their community. Learners participate in community service, and through its Reach Across program, the school provides workshops for a number of disadvantaged schools in the area.
Well, it's really important for our children to understand that they're part of a much broader community, and ultimately to understand just how privileged they are to be in a school like this, and that the majority of people in this country don't have that same privilege. So it's an attempt to educate our children to that, but also to share the resources that we have.
You must come to Southern Cross because you learn, you discover, you explore, you have loads of fun, and you get prepared in the most amazing way for the big world out there.
Southern Cross Schools operates under the mantle of a registered trust. It is administered by a board of governors and has a very active parents association.